It can be done. People have done it. You have to be willing to just really fucking throw yourself into something and know that, especially in the beginning, there's no time to fuck off here. If you really want to do something that's really hard to do, you gotta be all in. Because there's too many people that are all in. You're competing with them. You're not competing with these like half-steppers, these people that are kind of dipping in and dipping out. They're there as an example for you to not live your life.
Day 51 of Record Myself every single day on my journey to becoming a professional soccer player, a business owner, and just a better version of myself. Today was a little bit of a weird day. My sleep schedule has been absolutely terrible. Yesterday, the day before, I woke up really early, got zero sleep, and then because I took a nap in the middle of the day yesterday, I really struggled to go to sleep last night, and it took me so long, and then my alarms have not been working, so when I want to wake up, they just don't go off. So then I just sleep through them and I lose time in the day. I tried to fix that by turning my sound back on. I'm not sure if I have silence mode, if that silences my alarms, but I turned that back on. Hopefully it works tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. It's actually kind of late. Right now it's 1:35. I did have practice today, but as soon as I got home, I started working on the app. I've been doing well in the fact that sometimes if I don't do what I want to do, at least I'm not doing things that are detrimental. So I'll come home and I was coding on the app trying to finish some stuff up. I got module 7, which is the actual calendar grid, 100%, but now I'm trying to do like 110% doing on multi-day events, which I didn't even have originally planned, but I just thought about it and I'm trying to implement it now. I hope my phone doesn't die like yesterday. It was on 3% when I started, 5% when I started recording. However, I do have it plugged into my computer, but my computer is on 10%, so I don't hope that doesn't die either, but we'll see how this goes. I think I started off the day yesterday. I went on Instagram for a little bit and I saw my friend's story. She went to USC with me. She went to high school with me. She's the only person that out of high school also went to USC with me. We had one friend transfer, but I didn't really talk to them once I got to college. We both went our separate ways. I saw her story and she posted something about joining their sales program. And I went a little deep dive. I'm a little stalker on Instagram for anyone who's doing like things cool, like starting a business or anything. And her boyfriend started a company where they do sales, which I'm not really sure what that means. And I couldn't really figure out what that means, but they do sales. And apparently you can join in their program and do $15K a month. And I am not going to join. I have no interest in joining, but I love having this competition. I love having someone who kind of went through the same path as me and then they're doing better than me because it's just something I can mark myself up against. I don't want her to fail. I actually want her to do better and continue to grow so then I can continue to compare myself up against that and try to beat her. And not in a way that's like, oh, it's so important in my life. I just like having someone to compete against. And I felt like for so long, I've never had someone who's really like I really had to mark myself against because either this person had just been like a genius or like had already been doing it. But this girl, no offense, I don't think she's smarter than me. I don't think she's a harder worker than me. So why can't I be better than her? I don't know how much she's making. I check out her stories sometime, and their story today was her saying how she's in Mykonos and how she's going on her first 3-star Michelin or eating at her first 3-star Michelin restaurant. So she's either bullshitting the money, which I feel that's so cringe if you just lie about your money, or she's actually doing it. And I hope it's the latter because then I have someone to try to beat. And then also with my roommate, he's been doing really well with his TikToks. I just checked it out just to see how he was doing. And one of his TikToks got 750K views and another one got like 30K views. And I'm excited for him, but it motivates me to do better on my YouTube channel to try to make better videos and try to make like success that I've seen people around me because I think there's no reason why I can't do the same thing. So I'm excited to have like benchmarks to mark myself against. Number 2, now that I am out of school, I saw this, I'm not sure if it was an ad or I saw it in a newsletter that I subscribed to. It was a Google startup school about agentic AI. It's a program that starts June 10th and I think lasts 4 weeks. and I signed up for it, and I'm gonna do it. There's, I think, 2 classes a week at 10 a.m. whatever my time is right now, which I'm in Madrid, but I'm gonna be in Croatia. So I'm gonna do those courses, attend, and try to learn as much as I can. They do have a prerequisite course that I'm going to look at, based on the prerequisite, which was last year. So they already have the videos. It was 2 videos a week, and each video is about 90 minutes. So I'm gonna assume the same format going forward, but I want to learn how to leverage agentic AI in my business, and I think this is a great way to do it. And I maybe can meet other founders or other people interested in agentic AI, especially being a solo founder, me doing it. I have to leverage as much as I can. So using chatbots, using LLMs, using these AI agentic coders, using agentic AI in any way, such as if I can use it for like a front facing salesperson, or if I can use it for content generation, that's great. And I hope I can learn that going forward. I'll probably share what I'm learning from these courses, and they are available online. You just have to sign up for them if you want them. A problem that I have felt recently is that I'm always been someone who likes people around them. I've always been someone who's very extroverted. I've turned into more of an introvert, but like over the course of my life, I've really been an extroverted person, and I really do like people being around me. Now that my roommates are gone, also my like only friend in Madrid, Sammy, is in Barcelona. I feel like alone, and I feel like I thought about it, and I was like, oh damn, like it kind of makes sense because everyone is like gone, but also this is just part of the experience, especially for what I'm going to be, where I'm going to be living moving forward. In Croatia, I literally do not have anyone. My cousin gets there 2 weeks after I get there. So I'm going to be alone for 2 weeks. I have to be able to entertain myself and by doing work and other things. But I think I really just wanted to say that being alone is part of the journey. If you can have someone else on your journey, if you do have someone on your journey, Merry Christmas. But I don't, and that's okay, but I'm going to go through it anyway, and I'm going to put my head down and do as much work as I can and satisfy myself. Next, I don't have Instagram. I don't have YouTube. I haven't watched a video. I haven't watched a reel, but I have gone on Twitter because I was trying to research what are the best current agentic coders, because there's different use cases for different ones, such as low code, no code, one that works with full code, and then also some that are used only for front end development. Basically, there's many different use cases for all these agentic coding tools. But I was trying to, I saw this thread yesterday, and I was trying to re-look at it to see how I can use this information to modify what I'm doing if there's something better I can do. But after I was done looking at it, I fell into just going on the Twitter web homepage and then watching different things. For me, I always want to be distracted. It doesn't really matter what it is. YouTube and Instagram are just the medium. I have to not allow myself to be on any website that could possibly distract me. So that means that either I get off Twitter immediately or I don't go on Twitter at all. Is Twitter really not that useful? No. So I probably just won't be going on it in the future. Next, what I have to round off for today is with content generation. I realized this I think I was told this by Alex Hormozy, and then also I realized this in my roommate's videos, and then because I saw him doing it. You have to have a balance between not repeating too much in your other videos, but also repeating who you are, what are you doing, and what you provide in every video, because 2 types of audiences are going to be watching your videos. One is the people who've already seen your content, they're already familiar with you, they already really know what you're about, and they're just trying to get the next part of value from your video. The next type of person is the viewer who's never seen your videos before. So you have to build trust as well as provide value with them to someone who's not familiar with you, who doesn't really know what you're about. And it's hard to do both, but you just have to remember, it's kind of similar how I start every video off with saying what I'm doing. I could probably do a little bit better on what business I'm making, where I'm currently at, and what I'm striving for, which actually I'm going to do that now that I say that. I'll probably have like a little script that I have at the beginning of every video. Kind of how if anyone watched YouTubers in like 2010s, they all had their like little intro, but it was like one of those cringe things you look back on now, but it was just like the shit and all the hype. I kind of have to have the same thing to build like that trust, have people understand who I am and what I'm doing. Finally, I posted day 50 yesterday. I actually loved the video. I don't know what about it. The montage, I just felt like in my workouts, I was pushing really hard, and I think it made the video look a lot better. And then the information that I was talking about, I think it was really helpful. However, my phone did die, so I didn't get to every point that I wanted to, but having the energy just made the video more enjoyable to watch for me, who's editing these videos. And if they're more enjoyable for me to watch, then they're going to be more enjoyable for other people to watch. So having energy, I have to do that, and I'm going to try to like manually do it. It's kind of late right now. It's 1:47 a.m. on Saturday, but I'm going to force myself to have the energy when talking, so that if someone sees this in years, like if someone sees this tomorrow, if someone sees this in a few years, they're going to tell that I was excited. They're going to get more value out of the video because they were more interesting to watch. But I'm going to try to continually get better at making these videos, at editing these videos, at having different camera angles, at having better content so that you get more value out of it and it looks better. But that's all I have for today. My computer's on 2%, so I'm going to try to upload yesterday's video before I go to bed. I'm going to go to bed now. I'm going to try to get 7.5 hours. So that would be like 9:30 wake up. And then I'm probably going to go to the gym and juggle. Oh, I didn't get to my juggling today because I had practice. Well, at least I thought I was going to have practice. And then they ended up basically canceling it. So I went and we basically just played lightning, if you know what that is. But I was so sore from yesterday's workout. I just got back into the gym. Not back, but like I haven't been going consistently. So whenever I have like a week or so off and then I go back to it, my legs are absolutely dead. So my legs were absolutely dead today, especially after my upper body workout. I could really feel the like soreness in my legs. And I spent that time trying to get rid of the soreness by drinking water, eating right, eating protein, and then putting my legs up and massaging them with the massage gun so that I could be good for practice, even though I didn't really need it. Anyway, tomorrow, I'm going to try to get everything in. Also, as well, start cleaning up the house because I'm trying to focus on the game for Sunday, but and then I leave Monday morning. So, lot to do today, lot to do tomorrow. Don't know if I'm going to get everything in terms of coding, in terms of juggling, I don't know if I'm going to get everything in terms of cleaning up the house fully, juggling, coding, going to the gym, and making food. But I'm going to try to do as much as possible, trying to not waste as much time as possible, and be happy with the day, catch up to the people around me. This is day 51 complete.